Hi everyone, and welcome to Storytime with Coryn. Today I will be reading Clarise and Her Pet Fish Bubbles, written by Coryn, Clark, and Dion Batiste, illustrated by me. Once upon a time, in a magical land not too far away, lived a little girl whose name was Clarise. She was a brilliant and happy girl, except for one thing. She sometimes felt very lonely. There was a plague in Cocoa Bean Country where she was from. Because of the plague, King Tut issued a decree which said people in the kingdom weren't allowed to interact with each other without permission. That means no school, no playdates, and no trips to the river. That hurt a lot. Clarise loved to go to the river lots and lots because it was the only place where she could see all the beautiful fish. Her favorite animal. She really wanted to have a few pet fish to keep her company, but her parents said she was not ready for the responsibility yet. That's word. Say with me, responsibility. Clarise understood that the decree was a way to protect the people from getting sick, but she felt really sad because she couldn't see her friends or visit the fish in the river. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, but nothing changed. When they realized that their daughter was getting sadder every day, Clarice's parents knew they had to do something to cheer her up. They decided to get her a pet fish. Clarise was very excited. She would finally have her very own pet fish that she could look at whenever she wanted. Clarise didn't waste any time getting ready. She read books and did research on the internet to make sure she knew exactly what to do. For her fish to be happy and healthy, Clarise would have to create the best possible habitat ever. Do you know what a habitat is? I'm sure you do. A habitat is a place where animals and plants live. It's their home. Animals live, eat, rest, sleep, and have babies in their habitat. There are different types of habitats: land and water. Fish are aquatic animals, so they live in the water. Clarise had to find and prepare an aquarium for her fish to live. To make sure she did not forget any steps, Clarise made a list. The first rule on her list is get an aquarium, which is the whole point because she's making an aquarium. The second step is fill it with filtered water. The third step is add gravel, rocks, and plant to tanks. And number 4, connect an air pump. Put the fish in the glass tank. Keep the tank in a well-lit place. Feed the fish every day and clean the glass tank regularly. Now that she knew what she had to do, Clarise was ready to go and get her fish. Clarise was very happy, even though she had to wear layers of uncomfortable clothes. She would soon have her pet fish. Kids, imagine if you had to wear layers of uncomfortable clothes like forever. When they arrived at the pet store, she was so excited. She jumped up and down. There were so many fish. Clarise saw big fish and small fish. She saw blue fish, purple fish, and red fish too. At first, the little girl didn't know how she was going to choose just one. All the fish were so beautiful. But as she walked further into the store, she saw the perfect one. It was a rainbow fish. What a little pretty fish you are, said Clarise. What a pretty little girl you are, the fish replied. Clarise jumped. Did that fish really speak to me?" she wondered. The fish said, "I think we will be great friends." Clarise agreed. "Mom, Dad," she shouted, "I found my pet fish." Her parents paid the shopkeeper $34. Imagine if it was 33. Oh, 25. Anyway, and Clarise was finally able to take her pet fish home. She named her Rainbow Bubbles. "Ooh, I'll call you Rainbow Bubs for short," she exclaimed. Clarise was not lonely anymore. She still missed her friends, but she found new ways to have fun with Rainbow Bubs at home. And they lived happily ever after. The end. The lesson of the day is, even though you feel really lonely, you should be thankful for the people who are with you all the time. Hey boys and girls, I hope you learned 3 things from my story. 1, what a habitat is. A habitat is a place where animals and plants live. And the second thing I also hope you learned was the 2 types of habitats. It's land and water. And also what I hope you learned from my story is that you learn how to make your own fish aquarium of your own. Bye! See you next time on Storytime with Coryn.